Hello, this is Kumar Saurabh from National Institute of Foundry and Forge Technology, Ranchi, Jharkhand. And today my topic is environmental impact for material processing and end use. So under this heading, I have taken the topic green mining concept, application and areas. So green mining, I want to discuss about green mining. Present problem with mining. As we know that mining is a very highly risky and potentially hazardous activity. It can cause a lot of environmental issues, as I have shown in this pic. Which includes erosion, formation of sinkholes, loss of biodiversity, and contamination of soil. So in this pic shows a sinkhole which has happened near California. Ore mills generate a large amount of waste called tailings. So as we know that tailings are the discarded product from any mineral. They also lead to a lot of contamination of the soil and water bodies. These tailings can be highly dangerous and can actually contaminate both soil and as well as water. Extreme examples of pollution from mining activities include coal fires. Coal fires, if I take the example of regions near Dhanbad, such as Raniganj and Jharia, there are many coal fires which have been burning since many decades, and the government hasn't been able to do anything about it. Mining can have harmful effects on the surrounding surface and groundwater. So, as we know, mining also affects and contaminates the groundwater. As we can see in this pic, it forms sludge cakes that can destroy farm fields and can be very, very harmful for any for the general public or the native population. Why green mining? Why I have chosen this topic? The mining industry needs long-term planning, requires adequate capital, and includes high risk. Successful mineral operation is the basis for sustainable mining. So, as we know that our mining, the mining which we are doing, it should not only meet our demand, but it should also be sustainable. The mining industry seems to have lost much of its attractiveness among the younger generation. It has an image of an old, polluting, and dangerous business. Mining is also very old fashioned, and youngsters generally do not want to become a miner or go into the business of mining. People also increase it. There is also a very high increase in opposition for many mining activities which are happening in this country. So the green mining concept. So here I basically discussed the five pillars or the five basic ideals which we need to follow if we want to apply the concept of green mining. So the first one is promoting materials and energy efficiency. So this slide actually discusses about the different materials. We should actually do research and planning beforehand before mining that product. We should have the research and about the energy efficiencies and what kind of materials we are gonna get from that mine. And also we should also know about the byproducts. It is very important to know what byproducts that mining operation is going to give us, and if it's going to be helpful for any other purposes. Um, Solutions for reducing water and energy consumption developed in order to achieve a result that is the best for the entire. Yes, we need to achieve a result that is best for the mining operation and environment friendly. Ensuring the availability of the mineral resources for the future. Yes, this slide generally discusses about that how we have created a mineral depth and how this mineral depth is going to impact us in the future. So to fill up that mineral depth, we should have proper geoscientific mapping and research, and we should invest in mineral exploration. We should explore different areas of minerals, and also we should explore only those areas which can be very minimal impact on the society and the native population as a whole. So we can use economic surveys, etc., for this minimizing adverse environmental and social impact. Mining, as in general, has a very adverse environmental impact. The social impacts include displacement of the native population from one region to the other. So this should be our primary regard. This should be our primary goal to minimize whatever environmental impact it is gonna have. So green mining aims at fair sharing of all benefits. So all the stakeholders, be it the general population, be it the industry, be it the environment, everyone should benefit from the mining operation. Improving work and organizational practices. Yes, the work culture. We should talk about the work culture. This generally discusses that they should be highly automated. The mine should be highly automated. The safety of the worker should be our prime concern. Also, we should not only talk about the workers but also about the general population who is going to live beside the mining area. We should be highly automated when it comes to mining practices, because this will also decrease the human dependency and human error, and will also help us to achieve greater results without causing much impact. Ensuring sustainable land use. Following, this is the most important point which I want to discuss. As we know that mining is basically extraction of fossil fuels, and fossil fuels are actually going to get depleted after a certain amount of time. So what do we need to do is we should beforehand have all the idea, have all the different plans made out, that if we run out of that fossil fuel in that mine, then what should be the use of the land after that. And we should also allow a lot of public opinion, a lot of the areas, people who live in that area should also be involved in that regard. We should also take help from the government. We can create those mining areas into some recreational places, or also we can use it from infrastructural purposes. So at last, I want to conclude that mining is a very important activity, and mining is only process by which we can produce the raw materials which are actually going to be very helpful for the environment. So we should keep everything in mind, the demands as well as the environment issues which we have to discuss, which we have to take into consideration while mining. So thank you.